Today, Economia.hu, the ETL Group, is going to meet Matthias Pasquali, owner and managing director of Moto Group, or the KFT, the official distributors of Ducati in Hungary and in Romania. We are in the showroom of Ducati Hungary at the Pannonia Ring, the racetrack, 180 kilometers far from Budapest. Mr. Pasquali, let's introduce your activities here in Hungary. How long have you been here, first of all?
We are here now for 6 years.
And what are your activities?
We are the official distributor for Ducati motorcycles in Hungary and Romania. We started in 2004 and we are now in our head office.
How is the Hungarian market, in particular talking about the Ducati's products?
The Hungarian market is one of the East European fast-growing markets in the last years. It started almost from zero when in the late 90s the bikes disappeared as a vehicle for transportation, and then at the beginning of 2000 came back as for sport activities and for hobby.
Which markets are you working for?
We have two companies. One company is here located, the second company is located in Sibiu in Romania. From here, from Pannonia Ring, we are supplying to our dealers. At the moment we have a dealer in Pécs, which is in the south of Hungary, in Győr, which is between Budapest and Vienna, and we have two dealers in Budapest, and of course here where we are now, we have here our head office, and we have a showroom where we are in now at the moment.
You are not here just like a dealer, you are also building up a network for Ducati's emitters here in Hungary. Can you speak about it?
Yes, Ducati is a very exclusive brand. Our clients are people who used to be served very well, so we are trying to be as close as possible to our clients, meaning to have one shop like we have here on Pannonia Ring would not be enough, especially Budapest is a very important city to be there, so we have two dealers in Budapest. Basically, we are trying to build up a network where you don't have to go more than 100 kilometers at least to your next Ducati dealer.
An important part of Ducati's business is made by events, and you told me that you are cooperating also with Ducati Italia in this field.
Ducati basically is powered by emotion. Ducati produces, from my opinion, the best bikes in the world, the best sport bikes, touring bikes, but it's not only about bikes. Customers want to be part of the Ducati family, and when you have a family, you have to keep the family alive. You have your family events, so we have quite a few events in a year in Hungary, on Pannonia Ring, but also outside of Hungary.
And can you tell us more about it? For example, you mentioned in events that involved Italy, in particular a club from Florence.
Yes, there is the biggest event per year in Europe for amateur race riders, which is called Ducati Speed Week. It's organized by a club from Florence. They are here, I think, now for 4 years, the fourth time. They were on the racetracks in Europe before, but now every year here at Pannonia Ring. And this we take the occasion when we have here Ducati Speed Week to invite our clients, friends, to spend the weekend in red, to spend the weekend with people who like Ducati, who like the image of Ducati, and who want to communicate with other people who have the same interests.
How many people are coming?
We have here on the track approximately every year 200 to 220 riders. But if you calculate all the visitors, it's between 1,500 to 2,000 people who are here for Ducati Speed Week.
What about the Ducati's winter event here in Hungary, the Yeti race?
As we are located here in the middle of nowhere, as you could see, of course in winter it's very quiet. We created an event which started first in February 2005 when we had our opening party here. We were thinking about what we could do, what we could offer the clients beside the bikes. So it came the idea, we are on a racetrack, why not let's have a race? So my colleagues this time, they asked me if I'm completely crazy, and they told me, you know, it's February, you want to make a race on a racetrack in February, nobody will come. I said, maybe you're right, but let's try it. Nobody did it ever, so we will see what's coming out. And we were really very surprised. We thought maybe 10-15 crazy people will come to race in winter on the track. Finally it came out that we had almost 160 riders from all different bikes. You don't need to ride Ducati, no, you can ride any bike for a Yeti race. And it became finally, we started in 2005, now it's one of the biggest events in the year on Pannonia Ring, and so last year we had almost 3,000 spectators here in the middle of winter.
So it was a big success, but also a lot of courage.
Yes, of course, and of course really, I have to say, everyone who is racing here at temperatures of minus 2-3 degrees is a hero. So it's not a question who is winning, the question is who's prepared to race for 2 hours in the middle of winter.
Mr. Pasquali, I would like to ask you, since you are in this field, to speak about the motorcycles market, how it's going, and in particular after this economic crisis.
The market started in the year 2000 almost from zero. It went up to more than 8,000 units in 2008. I'm not talking only about Ducati, I'm talking about the whole market. And still has potential. There is still potential to grow for the market. Unfortunately, because of the economical crisis, also this market was going down last year. But I talked to a few analysts and they told me that there is still a big potential for the future to continue where we stopped in 2008. Ducati is selling was selling in 2008 about 120 bikes a year in the whole country. Of course, now we are also selling less at the moment, but I would think in the long run it should be possible to sell continuously 150 bikes per year in Hungary.
We finished our time. Thank you, Mr. Pasquali, for this introduction of your activities and also this perspective about the motorcycles markets here in Hungary. Thank you.
Thank you for coming.